Okay, hello. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Sorry, I'm running behind. Just I don't know. Today I just been really tired. Um, I woke up, try to work on some homework, and then I wanted to go back to sleep. But then I heard this loud boom outside that woke me up, so I didn't go back to sleep. And tried to, get her to read to me, because she actually got signed to the talent agency that she auditioned for. So they want her to be her, but I want it too, but for they want her to do more reading so that she can not just do modeling, but she could, you know, do scripts, read some scripts, do voiceovers for cartoons or stuff like that. So I've been working with her reading so that, she can have more opportunities besides the modeling. And she read a little bit to me, then she got tired and fell asleep. We both end up falling asleep, so I end up running a little bit behind today. And because I was running behind, today is a no makeup day. I didn't want to be too late trying to put on makeup. um so today we are talking the underdog. Why does God always use the underdog? And it's simply because the underdog, God is able to show his power more when he used an unlikely candidate, someone that nobody expects, you know, somebody that looks like they wouldn't succeed, somebody that people always overlooked, never cared, to show any interest in. So when he used those people, it's kind of like it has to be God type of thing, because it's like without God, these people would never get to whatever position that they trying to succeed at. And not only because of he's able to show his power more, he used these people, these unlikely candidates, because they are also humble. These people have experienced the bad. They experience, going with not having anything, never winning. So when God used them, they appreciate it more, because you got the person that everybody is rooting for, the person that everybody expects to win. They're used to always getting what they want. So when they don't get it, you know, they act in an ill manner, or somebody that's used to always getting something, they expect it. And so they don't appreciate it. But somebody that never had anything, when God bless them, they appreciate it. And you'll know they appreciate it because they show it with their, you know, their actions. They'll always be going out and trying to show people what God has done for them. And, you know, it won't be about them. It'll be about what God did versus somebody that is always used to getting what they want. They will, it'll always be about self. Oh, I did this, I did that. So, yeah, God always used the person that appreciate him more, that appreciate sorry guys, I'm getting messages. They appreciate what he do for them more. So let me read this to you. It comes from Numbers chapter 12, verse 3. Now Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. That's what God wants. He wants you to be humble. I know sometimes can be it can be very hard to be humble, especially when especially when people have overlooked you, when people have mistreated you, when people doubted you, when nobody wanted to help you. And then God comes in and he brings you out the dirt. He clean you off, get you some new clothes. Fix you all up and make you look pretty. And then these people who hurt you, overlooked you, never cared to listen to you, doubted you. Now they all want to come back. And then they all have an excuse why they treated you that way. Now they all want to enjoy the fruits of your overflow. And your first response would be like, you know, kind of flaunt what God done for you, throw it back in their face. That's real easy, as they call being petty. You want to be petty so bad, but God tells you to be humble. God, he prepares a table in front of your enemies and tell you to be humble about it. It'd be like, God, who being more petty, you or me? But you telling me to be humble. But yeah, be humble. Don't allow these people to bring you out of your character. Appreciate what he has done for you, where he has brought you from. Don't turn your backs on the people that helped you along the way, for these people that are temporary, that only came around because now you got some new clothes, because now you got a nicer car, You got a little bit more money in your bank account. Now these people want to come around and be your friend, want to hang out with you, but they didn't have any time for you when you didn't have anything. But God had time for you. He always made time for you, no matter what you got. Cause he just want your love. He just wants your love. And he like, I will take you anywhere you want to go, as long as you give me your heart and stay humble. Remember where you came from. Help that those that didn't, that was in the predicament that you was in. He want us to help each other, encourage each other. He want us to be the light in the darkness, because it's darkness everywhere. But it's very few lights out here. It's very few. And because it's such few lights out here, when people see the light, they're unsure of if it's real light or if it's this man-made light sent to pretend and hurt and bring more darkness. Gotta take you anywhere, but you gotta stay humble. He wants you to appreciate the things that he give to you. There's so many people that God blesses on a daily and they don't appreciate it. You got a house, but you complain about paying the mortgage. You got this brand new car, but you complain about paying the car note. I know. I used to be one of those people. God blessed me with this nice car. And every day I would complain about, man, if only I didn't have to pay this car note, I have so much more money. If I didn't have to pay this car note, I have so much more money. I complain about that all the time. And you know what happened? God took that car away from me. He was like, you don't appreciate the car. I got you this car. It's a stick shift like you like. It's in your favorite color blue. And I made the car payments low. I was paying $250 a month. And my insurance was like $100 and something dollars. So altogether I was paying like $3 something a month for the car. Cheapest I have ever paid for a car, but I was complaining every day. He took that car right away from me. He gave me another car that was paid off, like I kept complaining about, but it was an older car. It was kind of run down. It was a car good enough to get me back and forth to work. And because God gave me the car that was not as nice as the car I had before, it humbled me. It I was just grateful to have a car. I was like, I went months without a car. I went months without a car and had no way to get around. I had to beg people to drive me around places. I had to pay people to, drive me around places. And even with begging and trying to pay people to drive me around, people still didn't want to drive me around. So it's like after experiencing that for months, can't get a job because don't nobody want to help you get back and forth to work. Or if you try to take the bus, it can't get you to where the job's at, or it takes too long. So the only way to get a job is to have your own car, which I didn't have, and nobody would help me with a ride. So it's like that months of enduring that, it humbled me and it sat me down like, God, I don't care, what type of car it is. As long as I'm able, it gets me back and forth to work safely so I can keep providing for my child, so I can build something for my family. And that's what he got me. It was a little 96 Saturn SC2 stick shift. It was green. It got me back and forth where I needed, but the seats was all tore up. No, it was tiny, so it was just like enough room for me and my daughter. That's about it. It was like enough room for us. The door panels, the the fabric on there was gone. The the paint on the outside, it was like two different color greens. Somebody would have been like, why you why you got that little crappy car? That look like a death machine. That's what somebody told me, that my car looked like a death machine. But it didn't matter because those months without a car, God had humbled me to the point I was appreciative of that car. And I had that car for almost a year, but I had got in a car accident back in August and it was total. That car, even though it didn't look like much, it got me back in. I was able to drive back and forth from Tennessee to Georgia. I was able to drive back and forth from Georgia to South Carolina. That car would, long as I kept the fluids in there, it took me. And because I appreciated that car and I took care of that car, I kept it clean. I made sure it had oil changes in it on time, kept the fluids up. I was even trying to I was about to start investing in getting the windows fixed because on the driver's side, the window didn't roll down. Well, it rolled down, but it didn't roll back up. So I was trying to invest in getting that fixed, try to bring my little car back to life. And because God saw that I appreciated what he had gave me and that I was willing to invest in it, after the car accident, he blessed me. I went like a month without a car. And I couldn't drive anyways because I had broke my pelvis. They had to put screws in my pelvis. I had broke my ribs. I had a collapsed lung. Well, a punctured lung. I shouldn't say it was collapsed, but a punctured lung. Broken nose. I can't really move out my bed like that anyways. So the first month, I didn't have a car. But after my therapist started coming to the house and helping me to be able to walk and to use my left side again, God put it in this couple heart to donate a car to me, which was so beautiful of them to do that because they didn't have to do that. They gave me a free car, didn't ask me for no money. I didn't really have no money, but they gave me free money. I mean, they gave me not free money. They gave me a free car anyways. And no, it wasn't, a brand new spanking new car, but it was an upgrade from what I had. I went from a 96 I went from a 96 to now I have a 2003 truck. It got some paint chipping on it, but it don't matter because it's clean on the inside. Everything works. It gets me back and forth. I got my business advertisement on it. So as long as you stay humble, as long as you open your heart and you're willing to let God move you, He will use you. He want a willing participant. Life is nothing but a game of chess. Some people are pawns, some people are the knights, and then you have the king and the queen. But the strongest person on that board is the queen, because she can move in every direction. Hey. Can move in every direction. Is that the reason why God chose me? I don't know. I can make moves that the king can't, but I'm humble enough to allow God to move me. Being an underdog can be hard. You have to endure so much more. But when God gets you to that king and queen status, it's like it's all was worth it. It was worth the pain. It was worth the suffering. Because now you have this strong foundation that you built. You got this foundation that will never be broken, no matter what comes and attacks you. I know this is kind of off topic, but I'm looking at this ring in my in my from the camera, and I wear this ring because this was like the nicest thing I have ever bought for myself. This ring was like $100 some, and I've never allowed myself to spend a lot of money on myself. I was just like, what's the point? Things come and go. What's the point of spending all that money? But I bought this ring because it was so beautiful to me. It's my favorite color, blue. And it had like the middle stone was a big blue heart. But then in my car accident, well, after my car accident, it fell out. I still have it, but it just fell out. And I think I keep it as a reminder that just because it's broken doesn't mean it can't be fixed. And I think about that for myself. Like, just because I've been broken doesn't mean I can't be fixed. The little baby, she always got to get in my lap. And this man yesterday saw this ring on my finger and decided to flirt, not knowing if I was married or not. And he said that was his main reason to flirt with me because he saw the ring on my finger. And I just, I was like, and I walked away. And it was just, to my, it's just crazy how people will purposely try to ruin a good thing or, come between something. It's just like, are you that angry with your life, or are you that miserable that you just want somebody else to be miserable with you? You want somebody else to be broken with you. Be the light. Be humble and open your heart to allow. Huh? No, it's not lip gloss. What is it? For your eyelashes. Oh, I forgot that. And allow God to use you and move you. Be that underdog. Because in the end, the underdog always wins. It might not look like it at first, but they always win. They always end up on top. And once they get to that position, no matter who comes in and try to take it, God will make sure that they will remain in that position as long as they stay humble, as long as they don't forget about him. Don't turn your back on him once you get what you want. Don't be that person. There's a lot of people out here like that. Constantly in cartoons and movies, the nobodies. One day get a makeover and become a somebody. And they forget about the people that was their friend when they was a nobody. They forget about the people that was there for them, who helped them when they was a nobody. They turn around and hurt those that loved them when they was a nobody, the way those people that they're now hanging out with hurt them. We got to break this circle of hurt. Choose the right path. Everything is life or death, black and white. People always trying to insert that gray area to allow them to do what they want. But God don't like that gray area. It's black and white. Simple as that. He keep it real simple. So don't try to make up your own little gray area. Either you go let him use you or you're not. Either you gonna want to hear him or you're not. But whatever you choose, be okay with the end results because you chose that path. And God is helping me to choose mine so that in the end I will be happy. I won't be miserable and taking my misery out on other people. I'll be happy. Choose happiness. You can never go wrong. Choose God. You'll definitely never go wrong. Never. It'll never be a mistake of choosing God. But I gotta get out of here. I gotta go get my hustle on, pass out some cards. This is a never ending cycle. When you want to be successful, you got to get out there, you got to put yourself out there. And I just got to keep moving forward. I got to stay focused. I got to stay consistent. Being consistent can be hard, especially on the days you just don't want to. But I got to. I have no other choice. Just stay focused and consistent or continue to suffer. And I told myself and promised my daughter that the suffering will stop. I will not continue that hurt on her. She don't deserve that because I want to be inconsistent because I have days where I'm sad and just don't want to do anything. I cannot allow myself to wallow in my sadness. She needs me. And I got to be that light for her. I got to be that role model that she needs, that she's looking up to. I got to make myself a better role model. I can't just call myself a role model and don't do anything to continue to upgrade myself. I can't give out advice and don't take my own advice. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to me. I'm not going to be the underdog for long. And I am also working within myself to make sure I remain humble when God put me in that position. To not allow the hurt that people cast upon me to rid me of my blessings. Because it can happen. And I don't want to miss out on the opportunity because of anger because I want to be petty because of pride, ego. So thank y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.